This morning, Sunrise is live tracking your reaction to news from the University of Minnesota that students will not be required to get the COVID vaccine this fall. We posted the story on our KARE 11 Facebook page and hundreds of you are commenting, so let's talk about it. University President Joan Gable sent out this letter saying for this upcoming school year, the U will not require students, staff, or faculty to be vaccinated. Gable says the U consulted public health and medical experts to make the decision. She also points to a university survey done last month showing more than 95% of respondents had received at least one dose or had plans to be vaccinated. And almost 85% reported that they were fully vaccinated. While the U is not requiring vaccinations, other schools across the country are, from the University of San Diego to the University of Miami. So what do you think? On Facebook, Annie here says good. A newly developed vaccine should not be forced upon people. Each individual has the right to make his or her own educated decision. Shannon here says it is too bad. She says as an RN, she doesn't understand how some vaccinations are required for schools and yet not this one. And even though the U of M is not requiring vaccines, the school says it will make vaccines easily accessible on campus as well as information about the vaccine. Alicia, do you have?
Yeah, I wonder if their survey results differed from what they found, because they found a high percentage of people said that they already got at least one dose, if they would have changed their tune.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. Thanks, Kaya. Guy, what's our